15's Brian McElhatton joins us outside the Sandra Day O'Connor Federal Courthouse. Brian, it's a little bit odd, Loughner here not facing murder charges directly. Why is that?
That's right. Well, basically, the prosecution needs more time. This could be a capital case, a death penalty case. They want to make sure they dot all their I's and cross all their T's. Today, he'll be arraigned on charges of attempted murder and attempted assassination of a member of Congress. But how does this process play out from here? What goes on today? What goes forward? What goes on going forward? I want to bring in Kurt Altman. He's a former assistant U.S. attorney, now practices privately as a criminal defense attorney. Today, we have the initial arraignment. What can we expect in this courthouse today?
Today, actually, the arraignment is simply the proceeding that kicks off the entire process. It's generally a short hearing. The defendant's going to walk in with his lawyer. They're going to present him with the indictment, likely waive its reading, and enter not guilty pleas to all the charges. The judge will then set some dates, one of which is a trial date that will likely be moved, but typically they set a trial date, and the proceeding will be over. It typically lasts no more than a couple minutes. No more than a couple of minutes. Now, we're talking about a trial eventually coming into play here, questions about where it will be located and all of that, but you say it could be a year and a half before we get to the trial part of this. Yeah, often a trial of this nature takes, 9 to 12 months before it actually gets before a jury. 9 months is optimistic. Typically 12 months to maybe a year and a half because of the significant investigation, the significant amount of discovery that the defense has to prepare to defend their client in the best way possible. And that could include defending him in a possible capital case. Those charges haven't come down yet. The murder charges haven't. They will eventually. If you were prosecuting this case, would you seek the death penalty here? Oh, well, it's a tough call right now to say that. It certainly is an eligible offense, and it's certainly an offense that has to be examined closely to determine that. If there are aggravating factors that can be proven, then it's an obligation, really, under the law to seek the death penalty. And there are very specific aggravating factors that Congress has set out that have to be looked at. That's what makes the process last a little bit longer. Okay, we'll be watching this for quite a while now. Kurt, thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate it again. The Tucson shooting suspect Jared Loughner in court today around 1:30 facing his initial arraignment. You can stay tuned to ABC 15 and ABC15.com as this story progresses. Kurt?
And there is a push, Brian, for this to be moved to Tucson. Any update on that? Any idea where that's going to go from here?
Well, that motion was actually filed yesterday. On Sunday. Still no word on exactly how that will play out right now. The indications are it will take place in Phoenix, but that could change. Yeah. It's all up to the judge at this point.